Chad's there. Hey, Chad.
Hey, what's happening? Oh shit!
Hey.
Hold on, I have my speakers on.
That's all right.
Turn on video.
Looks
There we
like
go.
Brett's here, still waiting for Andy. There's Andy.
Andy, what's happening, fellas?
That shit going.
Andy, can you hear us?
Oh, bullshit.
We can hear him.
Yeah, it's the same as last time.
Let me make sure I'm recording. Yeah, we're recording. So
Let's see how long it takes him to figure it out.
this is the 6th week.
Son of a
Andy
bitch.
called,
Hey,
There
Brett.
it is.
Andy called me yesterday and says, "Hey, are you going to be on the secret podcast tomorrow?" I call it the secret podcast because nobody gets to hear it.
Now I could hear Andy
Hey,
earlier.
there's Eric.
Hello.
I think we could still hear him. He's just not talking. He's just trying to figure shit out.
All right, Eric's in. We are recording.
Excellent.
Your camera is set to where the top of the frame is right at the top of your eyeglasses. There you
How
go.
about
You
that?
look like a big,
Yeah.
titty woman taking a selfie. I can't see from your eyebrows up, but I can see all of your chest.
All right, what do we do now?
Hey, there we go. Even better.
Uh-huh.
Hey, I like that
Hello.
shirt.
Yeah, thanks.
Choose kindness, it says.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it said kingdom. I didn't.
Either way.
Mike was in the way.
Hi,
So
guys.
what do we do about Andy?
Where is he?
Well,
Is that the new name of the podcast?
What do we do about it? You decide, listeners.
yeah. hit the heart or the pitchfork. Either way, we'll tally it to the end.
So
Listen.
Oh, listen. There's a clue. I just heard the bong, so Andy, you can hear Andy's audio, but I'm assuming that Andy can't hear us. Wow,
Wow. Yeah. That was beautiful.
He might just be fucking with us at this point. I think you can hear us. He's just ignoring us.
Is that a Michelado?
Yeah, well, that looks like orange juice and beer. What the fuck is he drinking?
I think he chased the bong hit with a big plug of. Andy, can you hear us?
Work here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Got it now. The vape pen. Is he trying
Are
to?
you
He's
mute?
trying to.
Are
He's
you-
trying to. He's trying to chase the Klonopin dragon from last week.
What I think is funny is that we can hear him just fine, and he
Uh-huh.
is like,
I'm trying to
just
hear you
doing
fucking
hand
guys.
signals.
He's calling me.
Yeah, he can't hear us.
Oh,
And oh,
He's
geez.
been fixing
Hey,
the garage all week.
We're to hear you guys, but I got to go to the 3-dot fucking thing.
hold on. Check if you can sort of hear us and not through the microphone or through the cell phone. Try hitting the button on the microphone, the top one right below the blue light, and that is your volume for your headphones.
Yeah, I did that.
But headphones need to be on. There you go.
I'm not kidding.
can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Hello.
I'm not.
Hello.
All right. So then go to put your phone on speaker. Let's try that. And then put one of those cans over one ear.
I love it when you
Just
call them cans.
All right, now we're gonna go up, and we're gonna for the 7th week in a row. We're gonna go up to the upper.
No, it's the lower right.
Those
If
three
we
lines?
learned this, it's the lower right for him, not the upper
Okay,
left.
C. That's right. All right. You're gonna look for the three.
Correct.
Yeah, the 3 lines, and then the 3 dots.
Yeah, yeah.
You're gonna go to settings.
Audio and video settings.
Yes.
Where the fuck are they? Cocksuckers.
Should be about midway down. Audio and video.
Turn audio, and I see the thing. I'm clicking on it.
All right.
On it, it goes away. That thing disappears.
Your camera's working. Your microphone's
Okay,
working.
well,
so
there's the
speaker,
camera.
The speakers
Okay,
need to be
okay, now,
ATR.
okay, so I got that screen up and it says test audio, unmute. I don't see that. That's where I got to earlier. It's showing microphone here, and it has the that's the difference.
ATR.
Mitchell.
The microphone needs to be ATR USB microphone,
Can
and
you
the speakers
give
need to
me,
be ATR
some
USB
weed?
microphone.
Since I can't kind
I
of
have
move
plugged
right
into
now.
the wrong.
Can you bring me some weed to smoke? I
Oh.
can't move.
God. Hello.
Yep. Andy,
A couple different.
well, it should be just a USB slot, and
Oh.
Okay. All right then. Okay, so I'm on the. Okay, so all I see is it just says microphone, speakers, and then test audio.
speakers.
Yeah, and
You
that's
don't have to
it's
stay.
jacked up to like 9.
No, but you should have a drop down menu or some kind of a menu to tell you
No,
what
this
your
is- What? Repeat that. Just got buzzed for a second.
Yeah.
your speaker source should be ATR USB.
Sorry, I drank the
microphone.
rest of the vodka for this Bloody Mary.
It's not the screen it's showing. God damn it.
Then can you go into your PC sound settings and then just make sure that your
Was that what
speaker
you
is set
best-
to ATR USB microphone?
Yeah.
On
Thank
the
you.
video settings,
Well,
or into my own.
in your OS settings, your operating system settings, I'm guessing you're probably going to have to go in there and make sure your speaker is set to ATR USB microphone.
This is a
Okay.
podcast
God
for
damn it.
everybody who always wished they could listen in on an
Uh-huh.
IT
I don't
phone
even
call.
know. Okay, system. Jesus fuck. Into my PC settings.
Well,
I wonder
I
what
mean, I-
airport floor he
I mean, I'm
slept on last
computer
night.
fucking illiterate. So
Well,
this shit-
clearly
when I-
you're illiterate, but what I'm saying is I'm actually certified to give you answers on Skype, but I'm not on Microsoft
I
product.
know. Okay.
And
Yeah.
my bosses do listen to this conversation. In fact, I'm set to go on a break. Can you?
Okay.
I'm gonna hand you off to Chad. He's gonna help you try and do this. And if you have any troubles, you just let Chad know, and then he'll ring me from my break. Okay?
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Hello, this is Chad. How may I help
have
you?
to call- Hello.
Your name's not Chad, you fucking liar.
You'll have. Shit. I don't even know how that works. Is Chad gonna be
It's a
on?
call back to something nobody gets yet.
I know, right? I'm the king of that. Thank you, dear. I have a good woman. She brought me a joint and half of a chocolate banana muffin or some shit.
Tell her I said hello and I love her.
Chad Shank says hello and he loves you.
Hi, boys.
All right. I hear Andy slowly getting better. If nothing else, listen, I was inside next to a screaming infant. And,
Yeah, your
now I'm having bowls and Bloody Marys. So
Perfect.
this could be an IT call all day as far as I care.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Well, Shaylee really did go on break though, huh?
Well, he left. Was I supposed to call Andy and help him? I'm not sure. I thought we were kidding.
I thought he was too. I was
Oh,
committed
shit,
to the
Andy
bit.
just called me. Andy
He's-
really did just call me.
He is really committed to the bit.
Hey man.
All right.
God damn it!
So-
This fucking technical shit
back.
is fucking.
How we doing? How we
So-
doing? Oh shit,
He's
that's
got-
right. Andy
I
can't.
don't know even what the
Can't
fuck
hear
is going
you.
on. Why I can't? I can sort of hear.
I'm on the phone with them.
Okay.
Yeah, I
good.
know. No, I mean I can sort of hear like boy. I can sort of hear shit. So.
No, the
Shaylee's
camera-
saying
That's
don't-
through the phone, probably.
No, I mean I could hear Erickson say
So,
just.
okay, wait. Are you in your audio video settings?
I'm not even on that. I mean, okay, I can see you.
Wait, should
I
my
still have
computer
that-
be open?
No, I don't even know.
Yeah. Okay, so
Jay.
your computer's on because I can still see you.
Yeah,
So, all right, go to the three little dots in the bottom right.
I gotta. Okay, I gotta
More
rediscover
options.
where that whole screen is. Like,
Oh
okay.
my.
Yeah,
Should
he's
be right in
still
the middle
on
of the
this.
screen where you're looking at us.
he has to be on the
Dang.
Skype call,
God
right?
damn it.
Because we're seeing
Right.
him.
Fuck.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Let me know when you can see our faces.
All right. I see the. All right. God damn it.
It'll say more options with the 3 little dots. Let me know when you find those 3
I
dots,
found the
sir.
fucking. I'm sorry. I mean, I found the 3 dots. Okay. So
Okay.
turn subtitles on. All the
Audio and video
settings. Okay.
Yeah.
When I click that shit.
Okay. Then it'll show your video, it'll show audio, and then it'll say speakers. Right where the word speakers is,
Yeah.
look directly to the right,
And
all the way over.
It says
What
10
does that say?
to what?
No, just above the 10.
It says default communications device.
Okay, click on that,
Okay, I see that now.
and then it should say ATC something, I think Shayla said.
ATR USB microphone. God damn it.
And then check your speakers once you turn it to that.
Yeah. Hello.
Can you hear us now on there?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes.
All right. So Andy, can you repeat to me anything that you just learned? Is there anything you retain for what we just did for the 7th time in a row?
No, no, man. Don't you see what I'm up against? Don't you see the problem here? It's not.
I love that Shaylee turned it over to me and we had work, teamwork, Shaylee. That's good.
I realized that I'm going with Mac, the interface, and that's not the way to go because he's on a PC and I'm not very.
Wait, I'm whenever you said that earlier, I'm on the Mac and my 3 buttons are lower right. Exactly what I told him. I did what I was telling him the whole time. So I don't know what the difference is.
You know what? There are different ways that you can look at the screen because I open up on the left-hand side. I have a drop-down menu of all outgoing calls, recent chats, and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm currently on 4 other podcasts right now. So I'm just I'm ping-ponging back and forth. So
The thing that I think is the biggest pain in the ass for this is it makes me sign back in with Skype every single time.
Yeah.
This computer won't save any of my login information. Pain in the ass.
that's odd because that's what Andy said, and that's why he had to get another account.
I don't even know what's going on with that. I might still be paying on that shit. Everything is just a fucking
This is
colossal.
free, Andy.
Everything is a colossal waste of your fucking time. I bought 1 hat. They sent me 3. Now I'm owe money for those hats. They disappeared. I don't even want to fucking live anymore. I'm just alive just to square up my fucking debts and get that hat back to those motherfuckers. So my cunt wife's fucking thing, we can just put that beside the fucking, okay, yeah, I did throw out coffee filters. I'm not being wasteful. I don't give a fuck anymore. All right, I got that off of my chest.
Fuck those turtles. If they choke on a coffee filter, good for them. You don't fucking deserve to live in this ocean.
God damn it.
Or something like that.
Andy, you know Skype is free, right? It's like Andy and 7 old people are paying for something called Skypes. The S on the end of it. It's a scam.
Those 8 memberships pay for everything else.
It doesn't matter because I'm involved with some high level banking dealings with some prince, or I don't exactly know his whole thing because I've got attention deficit problems, but I'm about to fall into a lot of money, and a lot of this shit is going to be behind me as soon as I deposit just a few $1,000s into this guy's account. This shit's going to work itself out. I think.
Everybody's luck's changing. I just got a phone call from Hilton saying my booking number was chosen for free rooms. We're all set.
What next? Tickets to a comedy show? Oh, man.
Appetizers on your birthday?
You and 10 of your friends can come to the Des Moines Funny Bone this Sunday night. 10 of your friends. Hey, Andy, so you know, Skype should be free with your AOL.com account.
Yeah. Well, I've been meaning to update my MySpace to reflect all the changes within my heart. But I don't know how my login. I gotta like fucking remember my login on the MySpace. I can go back there. Hey, how about that facial recognition scam, huh? They're not even trying
saw that.
anymore, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, what are you gonna look like in 5 years? And hey, how about if you smoke meth a couple of times in 5 years?
What? I don't know what you're
Plus-
talking about.
Plus 5 degrees warmer.
Oh,
So how's that
they
gonna
say,
look, motherfucker?
all over social media right now, Shaylee, there's something I think called Face App where people are doing it. It makes it's really good technology, but it like advances your age to like a really old person to see what. I wonder if people would still use it if they just called it "How fucking dumb are you?" and then you just fucking take pictures of your face for the government database.
Isn't that what that is though? That sounds like the DNA testing.
Sure.
Is that the Juggaloo scam? They just don't want to be recognized so they can wash their balls in peace? I don't know. I might take on some.
That's the best part is, I don't, Andy obviously heard this, but being a juggalo is the wave of the future because it gets you around the facial recognition software. If you put that makeup paint on your face, it can't track you. So pretty soon we're all going to be walking around as juggalos just so that streetlights can't follow us.
Well, how about this? In the future, blackface will be looked on as just a practical disguise.
Oh, I can't.
I
can't believe the juggalos are the progressive ones.
Yeah, we got to wear white gloves as some sort of signal to the police.
He's not racist. He's just hiding from his boss.
Yeah. Oh, it's either Mickey Mouse or we don't have to shoot this white guy.
Every time you go through that border patrol checkpoint down here, they've got big, huge facial recognition cameras set up. So I pick my nose with both fingers each time I go through there just to cover up most of my face.
I do a thing where I grab the wheel of the car and then I do this thing.
Right.
I don't think it means anything. They have everything else they did about me.
So then the troubleshooters are going, okay, now we need elbow recognition.
We're talking shit like we're smarter than everybody else talking into a fucking camera right now.
Right.
I know. Yeah,
I was just gonna say that Shaylee acts like he doesn't know what the Face App is while taking snapshots of all of us. I get it. You're CIA, Shaylee. Inman told me, and I fucking knew it. He was right.
I'm gonna be the first person to use the AI fucking defense. Oh no, sure, it looked and sounded like me that murdered everybody, but that was a clever disguise by a robot.
Fake.
Joe Rogan-esque deep fake.
Oh, God damn it. The best part is that in true Andy fashion, you keep leaning out of the camera shot to do everything. Or bring the microphone to work.
You're touching the wrong piece of equipment, Andy.
Yeah, the microphone that needs to be closer
out
to
of
you.
camera range because you leaned over to the mic.
You know what I just discovered? Check this shit out. You know what I just discovered a while ago? Before all the trouble started, I was going to lead off with my advance on how I actually saw the fucking thing inside the microphone. Not just the blue light, but the actual fucking thing in there because it was in the right light. And I was like, going to lead off with hey, I got an A on my report card in retard class. And then I slammed the door and everything went downhill from there.
He got all cocky. Couldn't hear anybody.
Cocky is the word. Yes, I'm cocky with technology. I'm a regular Stephen Hawking on the keyboard. Or wait, on the toilet. I'm a regular Stephen Hawking on the toilet. On the keyboard, I'm Stephen Hawking on the toilet. If that makes...
I don't understand that joke, but you definitely are a Stephen Hawking on the computer because you just stare at it and hope your eyes can make it work.
Yeah, I am. Hey, man, I was listening to a free live cast of the the Pigeons playing ping pong just a while ago.
My son wanted me to ask you if you were going to Tumble Down
No, I don't have any fucking money. My wife's in a cult. I don't have an exit strategy yet, but I'm building up a fucking some gasoline, not for burning shit, just for little off the grid living, and some bottled water, not Nestle, because fuck those guys. They lure us in with their cookies, and then they steal all our water at a small price. And we're like, I just want some powdered milk so I can waste down my Nestle Toll House cookies that I got for 50 cents from Barry's Bakery. And they say, that's $1,000. Like, fuck it. It's the only way I can eat these cookies. So yeah, deal. I'm not going to the concert.
What is Tumble Down?
Roundabout way.
Down is the music festival with the Oregon jam bands put on.
No,
that my son is really impressed that Andy knows
Vermont.
who these bands are.
Come on, but yeah, the Pigeons are ridiculous. I thought that guy was goofing. He's like a comedian. The Pigeons lead guy.
Yeah, I don't know as much about him as you do, but Zach was impressed that Andy knew about pigeons playing ping pong.
If I would say if you're
that's
stoned,
the name of the band.
If you're stoned and you could put any band in front of you, it might be them. And it's not because you're stoned; it's just a nice enhancement. But then
you're right. You're right though that Nabisco did fucking hook us on the cookies, and now they fucking own the water. It's
actually, don't put Nabisco on that. They're probably raping babies, but Nestle.
Oh, Nestle. I'm sorry.
I think Nabisco's the one that keeps it. Yeah, they're the ones that have all
water too. Don't fool yourself.
Yeah, I'm starting to worry about them ugly immigrant kids. The pretty ones, are already adopted out into good Christian homes where they're working as private, sex slaves going to whatever. But I'm worried about the ugly ones. They're starting to look like, what about the ugly ones? That's the one.
They never made it.
That's the one Trump doesn't see a need for. The pretty ones, sure, they're in Epstein's son's feeder cages or whatever. But what with horse racing getting all the bad publicity lately, it's just not going to be many jobs in that community. I'm glad I chose to day drink. I'm fucking sick of everything, and I'm through with I'm just writing my fucking speech, my manifesto.
Well, hopefully it's not writing it on your laptop.
Oh, if that were the case, I would be fucking dead already, man. I don't know what the fucking Unabomber was so pissed about, man. Was his packages getting returned? That's upsetting, but I don't get it. You can log on and write all that shit and save it, and you know how to put it in files and shit. And you live in Montana.
Imagine how mad he'd be today.
Yeah, he was the first incel, right? Wasn't he just mad? Isn't everybody just mad because they can't get pussy? It's like if you can understand technology and you can't get pussy, then it's your own fault. I think. I don't. I've stumbled on a source of a little. Anyway, fuck Nestle. Fuck you fucking water thieves, motherfuckers. Put your shit in a better container and I'll buy it.
And Nabisco too. Look, we got our eyes on you too, fuckers.
Hey, Keebler, we know what you're doing to them little people. Little people are sex slaves, and we've known it for years.
Yeah. What do you think
actually children, and you have free sex dungeons all over in trees everywhere around the country. Tree gates.
What do the elites do when they're not elite anymore and they still can't get the kid pussy? Well, they go for midget pussy, and it's and right in front of us. We've seen it. What do there's that little Kiss band. It's obviously something's up there.
Oh
man. I'm about to go off fucking career. I found a place where I can just go and sit by a river and think all fucking day. but I had to check in today. Otherwise, but there's no internet out there. Just you and your thoughts. No tweet to take your mind off of it. Yeah, I saw a fat guy floundering over the rocks fishing, and I wasn't there for suicide, but whenever I'm by a river, it's not, it's like you MacGyver it, like, hey, this would be a good exit. And then I saw a fat man, and I knew it was going to be a tough climb because I just made it, and I told my dog, no. As I was going up there, and I'm tired of her eating my cum when I'm nature jacking. It's just, no. And anyway, it was.
Aren't we all tired of that?
It was that's from the movie Happiness, by the way. Anyway, but I told my dog not to clamber up there, and then I saw a big fat fucking dude, and I was kind of thinking, man, I could easily duck out in that river, and then I saw a fat guy climbing a rock and falling, and he hurt his knee, and it just sort of made me happy. and I don't know, it took my mind off of where, wow, I was really kind of thinking, yeah, I've fucking done enough. I haven't done anyway. I'm ready to get in the river if it presents it. Now I could look like it's swimming, or I just, we got a mouthful there or whatever. But,
oh, he forgot to take off his boots.
Why would he leave a half-lit joint if he was going to kill himself? It makes no sense. He didn't write anything out.
Why would he swim out there with that anvil?
Right. Why would he chain the dog up with snacks, or whatever? I don't know. But anyway, and I think that guy hurt his knee pretty seriously. And it's like, there's probably other places you could fish, you fat fuck. But it just made me happy, and it gave me a purpose that you thought your fat fucking corpse could clamber up over that rock and put a line in the water, and you got hurt doing it, and whatever the religious entity you believe in, divine intervention,
Did you leave him there to die?
No, he hurt himself, and it was and then he went about. He limped to a more hey man, we all have limitations, and mine ain't clambering over rocks with a fishing line. mine's looking for a better fucking spot to jump from or whatever, the line. But anyway, it just, it's like there are happy moments if you just look for them.
Well, keep in mind that as soon as you drown, that fat guy's going to come and smoke the rest of your joint, eat the snacks, and take your fucking dog. So, fuck you. You're still going to lose in the end, even when you don't know it. That's the moral of the story.
Best laid plans.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Imagine how shitty that guy would have felt after he put his line in the water, and then Andy suicided himself right where they were biting. Like, hey, dude, can you kill yourself somewhere else? I'm trying to catch a fish here.
Andy had a crash. I just hear him mumbling,
Wait,
motherfucker.
hold on, wait a minute. I thought the same thing, but he's still on Skype. We can see him.
I can hear him.
So
crash?
Here's what it probably is. Maybe his speaker wire is like, because mine sometimes gets loose and I have to like adjust it so that I can hear you again. But I know I'm still on the call, and I know it's just my like actual cord that is cutting out.
I think he's
you know what I'm saying?
I don't think that's a screwdriver.
Because he didn't
like
change
something
it.
To smoke
change
weed.
any of this.
Dabs or something.
we think it's a technical thing, and it's really just his glass pipe heated up enough.
He muted us.
Yeah.
He wasn't even. He had things in his hands at the time. I don't know.
Yeah.
Now I can't. Now we can't hear him.
I can't hear him either.
It's the cable.
Okay.
The cable.
The 3 dots. No.
Now we have to do it in sign language.
Sign language.
Andy, your cable. The cable. I could just tell that he's not even looking. Do you think maybe he minimized the screen?
You motherfucker.
There it is.
There he is.
Hear you.
It was the loose cable.
Yeah.
You back, Andy?
Hey.
It's back.
He went to the river of his soul.
He just clambered over the rocks of technology.
Exactly. I think he hurt his knee.
Oh shit, he's not back. I thought he was.
No.
I bet you guys, I'm gonna put it out there right now. The one thing that has been constant is that fucking USB connection is fucked up in his computer. I don't know what his
The
computer is.
physical connection.
Like I think it's like a mechanical failure, like where it plugs in. You know, even if it's loose or something, it could just
Contacts
yeah,
aren't being
exactly.
made. Yeah, that makes sense.
Or just old. It could be just be an old computer.
It'd just be Andy.
Could, yeah.
He is an old computer. The Commodore 64. So, Chad, I worked my way through Deadwood.
Okay.
Have
you seen it all? Did you watch the whole
Hold
thing?
on. To qualify this, did you see the last episode of the last season and then the movie?
Yes, I will all the way.
Just give it a little
I
bit.
went all the way. Yeah.
I have not watched the rest of it. I watched a little bit last night from where I am. I still have almost an hour left, I think.
Oh, man. All right.
And
He's back.
but I will tell you right now, I don't know that I'm gonna finish it. I don't like
Really?
it. I didn't like it again when I put it on last night.
Ah.
And I'll tell you what I don't like about it and see if you fucking agree or disagree. But you said
Okay.
before the thing that you liked about the old one was the dialogue, which is what I
Right.
really liked about the old one. It was Shakespearean,
Yeah.
in effect, but not constantly. It was it just here and there, and especially at crucial points. This new one, they went over the fucking top, making it all sound Shakespearean. Every single line that they have is just ridiculous, and it doesn't sound anything. The whole tone is different.
Forced,
Huh.
you would say.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe that. you
Like
know
we
what?
we
That's-
know that they like this, so let's give them barrels of it.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know what? That's probably fair. I'd have to watch it again to kind of watch for that because that I didn't. Hang on, I'm getting another call.
You're on the air with What's Wrong with Andy?
Hey,
Your call
first,
has been forwarded to an automated.
Fucking hate this shit so much.
So we have the audio.
He's
Look,
there.
guys, here we go. Here's my theory. I think it's mechanical. That plug came out enough that the Skype went ahead and went to the default speaker. So he has to go back into the three buttons
Yes.
to select the ATR USB microphone.
yeah,
You
I don't get
call
it.
him?
Fucking
yeah.
Yes.
fuck, aren't you fucking working, you
Oh.
cocksucker?
Oh, that was me he was calling.
Oh wait, you were
Fuck
getting a
you.
call.
I was the dick.
Wait, if he commits suicide over this right in front of us, it will be
Or-
sad and
Sorry,
also
dude,
hilarious.
Or if he clambers
check it
over
out.
rocks
Here's
to go
what we
fishing.
think it is. your USB port is coming loose, your plug, right? And now we can hear you on there.
You can
But-
hear me.
Yes, but the thing is that you got to go back into those three dots and then redo what we did earlier because
I
it
did that.
defaults
Fine.
back.
Mm,
You did it right now?
No.
Go in and check it right now.
I did
Check it
above.
right now and see. Yeah, earlier, but like right now, because you
Yep.
just came back on.
Okay, so mic ATR USB.
All right, and then what about
Speaker?
speakers?
I don't
Speakers,
hear Hear anything.
Check the speaker.
Go- check the speaker, not mic. Go into the settings, and then underneath mic, it should have speakers, and then make sure that one is hooked to the same thing, ATR USB.
Stereo. I see microphone, stereo.
Below that, speakers.
I don't see speakers on here.
You're not in the right
What did you
spot.
see earlier when you made the
I'm in that
correct?
spot. I mean, it says
Okay, audio and video settings, camera, audio, underneath audio, microphone,
just,
and
and then it's just
speaker.
fucking dandy timing who fucking shows
Well,
up.
We're
fucking
all
cold
fucking
mobile.
laughing at you if
Hey,
that helps.
Hey, Shaylee, remember?
Just shows up and I'm
Oh,
yelling.
He
no.
can't hear us, so go ahead.
I know. Remember when you
Okay.
asked him if he had learned
All
anything
right,
from
so
last
did
week?
Yeah.
He hasn't
Do you gotta
retained
go? Is that what you're
anything
saying?
from
No,
45
no.
minutes.
33 minutes.
Are you in the
and
audio?
9 seconds ago.
Yeah, okay, speakers.
Speakers over to the right of there, it'll have a gray little thing with a drop down, and it should say like default probably right now. But you got to click on it and change it to the ATR. Same thing, same exact thing we did earlier at the beginning of this podcast.
Don't confuse me.
Well, all right, back again. It fucking shit disappears on me. Microphone default, you said?
No,
Oh,
Oh,
microphone
speaker.
should not be default either. Microphone should be ATR USB.
But you can hear me. This is fucking wonderful. Okay. Audio and video settings. This is a rescue. This is a desperate call for
It's not a rescue. I
leniency.
think maybe we should put him
Just
down.
help.
Skype is recording all of this to use in their training meetings.
I know it's
Yeah.
gonna be a befuddled. It'll be like, oh no, it's so lifelike.
We need to make it.
How could a
We need to
robot
make
be?
it
How
user
could a
friendly
robot be
for
this
people this
flawed?
stupid.
That's the genius of it. I'll be the Terminator. I hope so. I hope that's what it's all about. I want to be the Terminator. I want to end this fucking. I just want to go back to the pigeons playing ping pong in the river. That poor fat fuck. All right.
All right,
Oh.
hey, Chad, just so you know, I've sent Andy a picture
Dude.
of what his selection should be and what the screen looks like.
Okay.
So,
Cross next to speakers. All right, thanks, Shaylee. Next to speakers is a little drop down. It should be gray in
It
color.
says unmute for incoming calls. And then it
no.
says
No, above that. Above that.
test above it. Default.
Yeah.
Okay. Speakers.
Yes, where it says default on speakers, click that. You don't want it
Okay.
on default. Click it, and then it should say ATR.
Default is the cops.
Okay.
Stay away from
motherfucker.
default.
I guess I double click it, right?
Default is the
No.
Click it and it disappears. Okay. It didn't do. Okay. Let me go back there.
So we can call this podcast Skype Lessons with Andy.
Hello.
Hey, Andy,
Hello.
you there? Andy,
hear?
you there?
No, I still can't hear through my fucking headphones.
All right. Did you go back into your settings and see if it shows default or if it shows ATR USB next to speakers?
Hey, Chad, you know what I'm thinking is we might have him pull up that screen and then have him snap a picture with his phone.
Oh,
So-
that would be a whole nother set of instructions, Shaylee.
I know, but I'm
Yeah,
just saying,
I
I was like,
I
I
can barely
can't tell what
navigate
he's
the phone
looking
right
at. He keeps saying,
Neither can he.
Okay, audio and video settings.
Okay. Go to speakers.
It'd help with that fucking screen.
What do you need your
Can you hear me?
keyboard
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Hear me?
for? You.
It's like, look, my fucking wife's back from the cult, and I'm in exactly the wrong headspace. So if do I need to click on? If you can hear me, just please hear me. You're listening to this cast, and this thing's airing, and there's people who can hear me. This is me. This is me. This is not a robot sent to kill you. But don't open the door anyway, because they're tricking you. This is a ploy. I'm trying to. All right. I'm like I used to be able to ask her to help me on any technical problems, but she's a technical problem. I think she's the fucking AI. She's the AI, man. Their AI is
Oh,
me to fucking get more of a flawed AI out of me. Don't you see what's going on here? At the end times, they're using fucking cult to convince me the robot is somehow not a robot at all. And if any of this is being listened to, it takes care of itself. I'm gonna try to get back into the.
So he can't hear us, right? He's
No,
doing all
he
this.
can't
like-
hear us.
like a
He's
monologue.
pretending he can't hear us, so we can't talk. He likes it better that way. I think it's better too. We should all just turn our headsets off.
Oh, I can hear you, and it sort of works. It's
All
like,
right.
navigate. I mean, you guys talk
All right.
about other stuff. It just.
Oh my good.
I-
Do you know what you got to check though? All right, go check
Oh.
it.
Oh, and I'm having trouble with other neighbors too. I mean,
Well,
this is the side of the house I don't have a current feud with. As of 6 a.m. this morning, I got a fucking possible scapegoat and any kind of homicidal violence that goes on over here just from a conversation that went off. Anyway, I should
Oh
talk
my
into the
God.
mic at least since I don't have any of the other stuff going on.
oh,
Can't do.
Andy, if you knew how beautifully terrible you are at this, it
How
would
about them
be.
USB cables, huh, guys?
Jesus Christ! I'm
Speaking of Deadwood, honestly, Andy,
Oh,
like when you are like looking
Andy
down,
can't hear you.
He can't
when you're
hear it.
looking down your nose at your web camera, you look like the Gimp trying to make breakfast. Like when she was like bring up breakfast, and she would be like,
We're talking about Jerry, the character.
Jerry, yeah.
Well, the
Gimp.
camera.
Are we taking advantage of Andy not being able to hear us and roasting him? Is that what we're doing? I'm in if you are, but I'm not as quick as you. I got to write some stuff down.
Hey,
Oh, speaking of that, by the
I got
way,
an idea, Chad.
you are as
What?
quick as me.
How about
I
if we all
lost
just
my.
had cell phones
Hold
for
on,
me,
Erickson.
or everybody called on a different cell phone line, and I could hear each and every one.
Okay, go out and
Yeah.
get 2 more cell phones.
Andy wants all of us to call him on the cell phone so he can have different cell phones.
I just need to get 2 more burner lines, and I'm good to go.
All right, you got calls incoming. You're just gonna have to switch back and forth depending on who's talking. It'll complicate the podcast up a little bit, but
Let's get a party
hey.
line. What happened to those? It was so easy back in the late 90s to hook up with a party of people that were having fun.
Years ago-
Podcasting has made the party line difficult.
if I hang up the
I'm
phone, you
following
think
him.
it'll motivate Andy to fix his shit and stop just
Yeah, this
talking?
is what we have to have him do. We have to have him.
Well, that Speedworks sent me a replacement. I was robbed at a gig, and I got a hold of the guy at Speedworks. Is that the right thing? Oh, hey, this might work.
He's doing his own ad spots.
What
I
Shank
guess,
merch? Hey, check it out. I've heard the Shank.
Okay,
Hey,
hey,
dude.
okay.
Hey, can you hear me?
This is what we're gonna do. He's gonna cancel out of the call.
This is
we're
why
on
the
a party
hippies
line.
gave up, man. The hippies
Dude.
fucking quit. Do you notice that?
He's gonna cancel out of the
Nothing's
call,
getting- The hippies quit a long time ago, and it's this shit.
and then he's gonna
Andy.
reboot that computer with
Andy, you
with
gotta
with
cancel,
the USB plugged in and make sure it's
Okay.
reseated.
cancel out of the call and then restart your make sure all your
Hey,
stuff
Andy,
is plugged
cancel
in
out of the
properly, and
call, then
restart
reboot the computer.
You guys are the AI. I got you figured out. This podcast is nothing more than fucking
Oh.
Zuckerberg's fucking. Oh, here we go. I'm not special, but I'm looking for my unique flaws.
Are you
And this is a
are
scam.
are you trying to change the name of this podcast to Andy is the new Inman?
I know. No, I wasn't the new Inman before today began, but now I'm convinced that Inman's wrong about everything, but
But he's right about this.
no.
Andy, okay. Close
Okay.
your close this
closing
call
it.
and then restart
hanging
your
up.
computer. Make sure all your cables are plugged in good first, and then restart your computer with all the cables plugged in, and it should boot back up with those as the default. All right. All right. See you
And then
next time.
there's some other thing about
Oh.
do I want to do a new Windows, you know? Hey, man,
Ready
okay.
now.
I'm out.
Yeah, I removed him from the call.
So Chad's
All
got
right.
to.
He would
Yeah,
just
All
keep
right,
going.
Stay on. Yeah, you have to stay on with him on the actual phone.
Yeah, I will.
All right. That's fucking unbelievable.
He's still going, you guys.
He's ranting.
Yes.
Oh wow. All right. Well,
Call him back.
Oh, okay. All right. You restarted. Right on.
So
Right
Shaylee, years ago, the Flaming Lips tried to do a bunch of concerts where their whole thing was that everybody in the audience was in on it. So they would give everybody like a boombox thing, and they were the audience was split into 4 quadrants, and each quadrant was supposed to start their like their cassette. Like I even think it might have been a cassette. Like you had to
like
hit
the
play.
little player. Yeah.
Everybody had to hit play
on.
at the same
Restart your
time,
computer yet?
and then all 4 groups. I mean, so not only was it dependent on
Okay.
people in your group knowing when to do it together, but then
Yeah.
all 4 of them were also
Well,
like doing it at
and
different
then
times.
okay,
And
now
that's essentially how Andy wants to handle that.
now
We
that
could all be on our
now
phones
audio video
also
set
while doing this Skype call.
above microphone to default.
That didn't
Cop-
work. Yeah.
Yeah,
everything.
it didn't work.
Yeah,
And
clearly.
then a couple years after
just-
that, they came out with Yoshimi battles the pink robots or whatever the fuck. And
Yeah,
it
that's
was-
my
and
that's my
they were
favorite.
back. And they
It's
were
just
back.
when I click on default, it disappears, and then when I double click on the shit, it doesn't do nothing. So microphone, and then it says
There should
internal.
be a little arrow. When you go over default, there should be a little arrow to the right of
There's a
default. When you
check
click
mark.
on it,
There's
gives you a drop down menu.
At what point does this just evolve into a
Wait.
job?
Hey, Shaylee, how about this? How about a like a long
Drag it, and
like
it disappears.
Python
Okay.
sketch?
What did you tell me
about,
again, Chad,
like,
on that?
Eventually,
There's
no-
I don't-
you see Chad
Right next to
just
default, there
leave
should be a
his
little
room,
arrow.
and then he walks out to his car, and he gets in his car, and he drives to the airport,
check.
and he gets on a
Don't
plane,
check mark.
and he
When you
flies to
hover over
Eugene, Oregon, and then he gets off the plane, and you
Okay.
see him get an Uber, and he drives over, and then he
And then
he
click once on
in the
what does it
back
do?
of Andy's shot, and he hit a couple of buttons,
And
and then he
underneath-
leaves, and he gets back in an Uber,
Just-
gets back on
All
a
the way
plane,
back.
all
un-
comes
or
back
income
in through the
default
door,
screen I fucked
sits
with
back
earlier.
out, and that was the
No,
quickest
no,
way to
that's-
solve the problem.
That's at the bottom. Next
Still
to
wouldn't be a week.
microphone and next to speakers, it should say if your stuff is plugged in good, like built-in output, default device, or ATR UFC. Stuff like that is what it should say.
God damn.
Shaylee, he says when he clicks on default to change it, he says it just disappears. But he's
Yeah,
also
so
talking about double clicking it or dragging it, and I'm not sure.
No,
how
that's
that
wrong.
works.
He should
Hey,
check.
hello?
Hey.
All right, the microphone's the cable's plugged in correct. See, it just went dead. So there's something wrong. He's doing
Okay.
something wrong.
Am I-
'Cause
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
On the
Yes,
yeah,
can
on
hear
the
you.
mic. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you
Um,
hear us?
Have we started podcasting yet?
Not yet. We're still waiting. We're still waiting. Hey,
I'm thinking about dragging the computer screen around the backyard and hanging myself.
he should. Hey,
I'm
Hey,
pretty
Chad,
sure a USB.
make sure that he
I'm pretty
plugs
sure
that
the
jack
USB
to the front of
cord
the
hanging
microphone.
from the tree.
Make sure that the thing in the front of the microphone is plugged in good. Your headphones in the front of the microphone.
Like unplug it and plug it back in.
Unplug it, plug it back in, and then check your settings again if you don't hear. All right, so you don't hear. All right.
Just only hear you through this fucking phone.
Well, I know, but this is you need to. Are you sure? Because you have headset on both ears. You might be hearing me through the through the podcast.
No, I wouldn't. I would know. I mean, I would hear other shit, but I just hear. Hello.
Hello.
I hear you. Yeah, I'm not
I'm
hearing you
here.
through the headset.
Okay.
I'm just hearing you outside of it. God
You
damn
know,
it. I need
you
a
know,
fucking
There's no
cost-
time to do it now, but
one that I can
uh,
love.
if he had
Hey, I'm
Skype
quitting
on,
this job. I know.
Oh no, I'm not. This
Take
isn't
this job and shove it. I don't want. I'm going on break. I'm going to put you back on with Shaylee.
No.
wow, has that already
well,
been a
that works.
shift?
I mean, you know, I just don't know what to do. Yeah.
For the
Well-
record, I can't help him, so do
Oh.
not pass this off to me.
All right. Yeah, whatever works. You know.
It's
I'm
like
sorry.
the
Shit, I
it's
just.
it's the sheepdog coming in and checking out in the Bugs
Yeah.
Bunny
So you
cartoon
check it.
Yeah,
for the coyote to take over.
absolutely. Yeah, they're in line, clocking in behind each other.
Give me
See
Wow,
out
he's-
there.
How'd it go with that Andy guy? Oh, he's on hold. He's waiting for you.
He's still going. He's
Click
still
on-
going.
and then it just disappears and it's as though I didn't click on it. I see movement on the microphone and shit like that, but I just can't hear a fucking word through these fucking things, and it's their
The headphones. Where are those blue headphones?
plugged in. So I don't.
Dude, don't get him on that.
Blue headphones. It might be the headphones because it sounds like you're doing everything right. If it's not showing up,
They
when you
were
click
okay
default,
with the
they're not.
hippie music,
they're
so
not
I'm gonna
showing
go
up.
grab those. Let's take 5, and I'll regroup, and then I'll call
All right.
Shaylee.
So
Or
far,
you
we've
guys
taken
talk-
48.
You guys fill
so-
up the podcasting time because I need a fat guy to clamber across a rock before I get to my trees back there.
You know, if you
Oh,
don't see a
God,
fat
go
guy
get my
clambering
headset
across a
first.
rock, that
I'll be
means you're
back.
the fat guy clambering
Yeah,
across.
I was just gonna say that. I was just gonna say that.
All right.
Sometimes you're the
I'll talk
hammer,
to you when you
sometimes
get
you're the
your stuff
nail.
back
You know
in.
what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, if not, that's been a fun run. Don't answer the door when I show up because it's a robot me. I'm dead. I'm in my backyard. This is all
If
been a
if
dream.
you do hang yourself in the backyard, definitely film it, and it'll be fine. All the best podcasts are only like 6 episodes anyway. They have a
I hope
story
Andy
on.
doesn't hang himself in the backyard because as soon as he said that, I hung up on him. So I don't want that to be the last thing that happened between Andy and I.
Put him over the edge.
I can't take it anymore.
You know,
Holy shit.
it is one of those things. Look, his screen just froze, so I think he canceled the call, which he shouldn't have done that. He's so fidgety that I can't tell what he's moving around so much that I think that's why that cable's just fucked. Or
It's like
the jack is mad.
it's like trying to help someone land a plane if the person you're trying to help thinks they're captaining a boat. So
I got
you know
the
what I
rudder
mean?
turned.
Right. Is it port or is it starboard? It's like
I'm
motherfucker,
looking
you're in
for
the
the
air.
anchor. Where's the anchor?
Yeah. Listen, we're catching fish like a motherfucker out here, and if that's not the point, I don't know what is, and that's all I want to say. I don't care if this boat lands or it doesn't. I'm catching fish.
Oh yeah? If I'm not on a boat, how come we're taking on water? Tell me that. Tell me that, smart guy. This is a boat.
Oh fuck. So I will just so you know, Chad, I will I'll rewatch the Deadwood movie to see, because I think that's a fair complaint. And what I was going to say was that I think maybe what happened is not that they did force it maybe, but what the reason that happens is if you take 12 years off of something and you try to go back to it, it's like you were making this painting 12 years ago and now you try to go paint it in your head.
Right,
None of them could have possibly done it in the same vein they were doing it when they did it, which is unfortunate. So
I usually don't try to criticize art or anything for that very reason, because I don't comprehend all of that stuff. But
right.
You think they would have watched the fucking old ones like I did, so that you all of a sudden, when you watch it and go to the next one, you're like, whoa, that's a marked difference between what I was just watching and what is now. I don't know.
I can tell you this, that what I enjoyed of it was the closure. Like you always felt with Deadwood that there wasn't any. So they gave you that, and they just gave you the out, and I thought it was okay. You know, like I was happy with how the character arcs of the people went. And maybe it was something that probably could have been way better developed over the course of a season or whatever, but that wasn't an option. They had the chance to make a movie and they made it.
Yeah. And you get it all done in one.
Right. And if Chad, if you do watch the whole thing, I think on that level, you know, that's a whole different thing.
That makes sense, and I will give it another chance, because I didn't only like the dialogue. That was just one of my favorite parts. I also liked the characters, and I liked the story. So to complete to see the characters again and go through this, complete the story, I'll watch it for that. I was just aggravated that it was like somebody else wrote it. I was like,
It's got to be hard though, honestly. Like what you're saying is probably true, but it's actually then not a bad faith attempt. It's just someone tried. Like it's hard to go back, and you can't go home again. You know what I mean?
That momentum that they had. It's like Erickson, write a joke in the vein of Erickson 2 years into comedy.
No, yes, but Chad, even more apropos of nothing. It's like when we've talked about being on Doug's podcast. Like a moment comes for you to make a joke, but it passes. So you just don't make it, and you can't go back and try to make it after that moment has passed. And that's kind of what you're saying they were trying to do. And you recognized it, like you see it, like you see that you see the magician's flowers up his sleeve, and you're like, I'm on to you guys. And
instead
it's not
of just appreciating the art for it, I analyzed it and fucked it all up. Hey, I do the same thing with my life. That's what I do with my whole life.
It's your fault, motherfucker. How dare you have high standards?
Mm-hmm. Andy, can you hear us? I'm guessing no.
Again, He's carrying eggs up to Al
Yes
Sparrington's
and no.
fucking room right now.
Oh.
Well,
we have
Erickson,
to get a side by side shot of Andy and Jerry Jewell as I swear to you,
Double check.
it's right there.
so Erickson, you brought it up, but I'm
I lost my
trying to
roast
wait.
battle last night.
I know I want to talk about it with Andy on the mic, but I don't.
Aaron, shit.
Yeah, I'm
Hey,
no
we
longer
hear-
undefeated in roast battle. Life goes on, I guess.
Fuck you.
Hey, we hear you, Andy. We hear you. We hear you. We hear you. We hear you.
We
Turn my
Yeah.
fucking phone off now.
you.
Oh, that's a W. Now you just confused
Hey,
him. You get
that's
a
my-
W.
that's on-
You guys still hear
That's-
me?
Yes.
Fucking.
Yes, we hear you.
This is fucking the end times, man. It's fucking done. This doesn't work. They
What
don't
if
want
you
me
do-
to
what if
hear
you-
Well,
you.
now see there's
want
3
you
other
to hear
people that's
me.
working fine.
They don't want me to hear you. And I don't know who they are yet.
You want me to call him?
Figure it out.
Eh,
All right, I'm gonna give it a shot, guys. You guys talk for a minute.
Yeah, I
Not
wonder
in
if.
them hippie jam bands.
Unfortunately,
Andy
Andy's
will
the one
still
who's gonna
talk.
keep
I
talking.
don't know what the
And
fucking
you'll
do.
talk.
Hey, yeah, I don't.
Oh,
I'm
I
not
mean, I
sure
really
either.
don't. It's just
Listen. No, listen. Just let me talk for a second. I don't either. I don't know what's happening. I'm the least technically proficient of the rest of us, but
Yeah.
it's possibly a combination of things, like your connection to your computer that you're actually plugging your cord into
Mm-hmm.
is faulty. So like every time that it falters and it disconnects,
Yeah.
your computer goes back to its default settings, which is what you changed when we started this, right? Like you went in and changed your default settings.
That actually makes more sense.
So
Said that
what
more
so what
crisply.
happens is, so like imagine this. Imagine like you set up your TV to like remember your favorite channels, but your TV, like the power went out, so your TV went off.
Yeah,
And then
that's
when TV comes back on, it doesn't remember your favorite channels anymore because it reset itself. So that's what's happening with your computer. So you should be able to plug everything in, shut your computer off, turn it back on, and go into Skype and rejoin the call. And then if all of that stuff isn't working at that point, then you go down to the 3 dots and to the audio visual settings, and you should be able to go into there and find your speakers, and then see if your speakers say either default or ATR.
yeah, and
or
then I
whatever-
click on one. Well, when I've been doing that,
Hey,
so I'll
Erickson.
click on default, and then it goes up, and then that check mark disappears, or I'll click on ATR, but it's nothing is restoring the anything to my that I can hear. It's just I can see
No, I
everything.
understand.
Doesn't have it
So-
all taken care of.
So
But
shut it all off again.
It seems like you're really close, because when you get to that audio visual settings spot and you click on speakers and you see the option, it's either default or it's ATR, whatever, USB. So those are your 2 options.
Yeah, yeah.
That's you're like really close at that point. That's so when you click on ATR, it should at that point turn your headphones on so that you can hear us. But what you're saying is when you click on that, you click on it and the whole screen disappears, or what happens? You say it disappears.
Well, all right. Well, I'm gonna reset. And, I mean, I don't know. Okay, let me plug shit back in. Well, let me put. It's just I fucking it's like
That's
when
funny.
it's like when the fucking wagon starts going down the hill, man. It's
Yeah.
fucking.
This is my PhD thesis for my special
before we
needs.
started, and then I thought, okay, well, it'll just work like last week, and then I've fucking since had small albeit small panic attacks and a couple of fucking, and there's, and it's all just technology-based bullshit.
Hey, dude,
But
listen.
that makes
First
it
of
all
all,
make sense.
Andy,
Yeah.
first of
Yeah.
all, let me just tell you this, okay? We love you, and we have been all of this is being recorded, and fucking. And listen, it's priceless. All right, it's priceless. So don't get mad about that. It's fine.
I know, use it in the death reel, please. Because I mean, if this builds an audience, I mean, that's all I really want is, I want my suicide to have some views.
Well, thank God
I
you're
don't care
AI.
about feelings or after RIP or none of that shit. I just want them to go, I'm killing myself because I know Facebook's draining me for AI use and Skype's in on it. And I'm going to try to plug in everything.
Now we need the shoulder recognition app.
Hey, they know Shaylee's elbows.
Hey, Erickson, tell him to hang up. I'm gonna call him. I got to.
Elbow. Why is he afraid?
All right.
What?
Hey, Andy.
Okay.
All right, hang up with me, and Shaylee's gonna call you. But just know this.
All right.
Right.
I'm not gonna kill myself.
No, I know that, but
Either I
dude.
get a bigger USB cord, swing that around.
All right. Shaylee's calling you. Bye.
Oh my God.
That's so fucking
Hey, Andy.
funny.
Yeah.
This is fucking great.
If you can, don't put your
And here's the thing.
don't put your headphones on. Put your phone on speaker.
I totally identify with what's happening to him right now. I'm not even kidding. Like
Yeah.
I have been in this fucking loop where like it doesn't work. You're like, I don't know what to do. I'm
Hey,
stuck.
guys, this is what I did. I put my phone on speaker. I called Andy, and then I've got the speaker on my computer on. He just hung up on me. Jesus Christ. So it's basically I'm not using headphones. I'm not using headphones, but it's going through the speaker in my monitor, so he should be able to hear that.
Right.
There's a lot of shoulds.
So we're
in there.
doing a Flintstones like workaround technology.
Hey, our carburetor doesn't work, so we're just gonna run along next to the car and push it.
Listen, I'm gonna stomp on the alligator's toe, and when he opens his mouth to yell, it's gonna knock.
Andy, answer your fucking phone.
Fuck.
No, Andy's phone's not working. There's something
I
wrong with
can't
this
do anything.
phone. Oh
He's not
There
answering.
it is. That's the face right there.
Oh, it's my I don't have service here.
no.
Oh my God. That's not a problem he's capable of accepting or understanding.
All right, he's back. Let's see.
Andy, you there?
That little snippet of technology was because I tried to hang up on Ericsson and answer while it was all on one screen.
All
So
right.
it's T-Mobile's now another player in this bullshit.
Hey, I hear you. I hear
I just
you.
rejoined the call. Yeah, then that
Andy,
hung
put
up.
your speaker.
Oh, I fucking
put your
hate
phone on
everything about
speaker.
everything.
Put your phone on speaker.
He's not. He doesn't have
not
anything
Audio
up to his
video
ear.
settings. I'm going in
The
the
one-
mother.
We're
Fucking
really
audio
trying.
video
Nope, now it's
bullshit.
canceling out.
Fault.
This is where we have to write him a note.
No,
And hold it up.
Fucking glory from some fucking god or some entity, some fucking
Did you hear
Buddha, some fucking cunt, fucking pastor, some fucking nobleman, some fucking blue-shirted motherfucker stagger up my fucking driveway with a fucking, I don't get it. Fuck you, fucking technology, you fucking cunts. It's turning, James Inman was just aware of technology earlier than the rest of us. It's bullshit. I just need to fire off a 1,000-word missive or something and leave hateful messages on your personal message machines, whatever you call them. You're fucking robot, you robot cunts.
You robot cunts.
You were cops when you're robots.
Andy.
Well, I feel like we should talk about your roast battle.
Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, I lost. I should have. I blew it, basically.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thoughts and prayers.
I love you, Erickson, but I have to agree with the judges in that I think that it was both. You guys both came there prepared, and what happened was he had like quick, like zingers, whereas you had more of a construction of a joke, and that's you. That's how I would expect you to approach it. And the two of the judges said that he got to the meat quicker. And that's just how they thought that roast battle should be.
No, that's fair.
I don't know. There's nothing, you know, it's like all this stupid fucking simple resets that a fucking monkey asshole fucking cunt like me is fucking capable of maneuvering in this fucking lifetime. This fucking lifetime that I'm capable of are not fucking working. So I'm just fucking stuck in fucking technology hell with no fucking reasonable fucking lizard to crawl off the fucking rock and give me a simple device and stare at my screen with me. Anyway, I don't know.
I would just like to say in response to you, Shaylee, that I cede my time to my colleague from Oregon.
I should have known that was going to happen.
What he just said is my response to your roast battle critique. Because he's as right as anything I could say back to you.
All I can do is I can judge by what I hear and what I see, like inside the screen, right? And what I see is him fucking with that microphone like he's a fucking rapper in Miami, just grabbing it, moving it around and stuff. And none of us are touching the microphone, Andy. So don't touch the fucking microphone.
This is the way this works now.
Shaylee, I have my phone tucked in. Yeah, I have my phone tucked into my headphone, Shaylee, so he can hear you.
Hear everything now in real fucking time. Like the good old days when fucking truckers could hook up stacks without anybody knowing about it. They had code rubber ducky when they wanted to get their dick sucked or whatever.
So
hey,
Andy,
C.W. McCall, fucking let go of the microphone.
That's 10 inches or 4 inches of asshole.
So if Andy can hear us right now, why don't we start the podcast? And we were going to start with a new segment where Andy gives us his guacamole recipe.
Rubber ducky.
From the moon.
Pig pen.
So, huh? Whether as it's like slave labor around Home Depot without ever pulling a truck up.
This is beyond bad
Come on.
audio.
I mean, can we all agree there's something wrong with his connection? I mean, we can hear that.
Now at this point,
it's because he's talking into the phone and the microphone. It was good when he was just talking into the microphone, but then when he started yelling into both at the same time, it went out.
I think this is how like TV Street started.
No, it's worse. All right, so Chad, which should he do? Should he do microphone or telephone?
Microphone.
Okay, but then he won't be able to hear us, right?
If he
Unless he puts the phone down on speaker. Okay. Yeah.
Put the fucking phone in speaker.
Andy, put your telephone on speaker and put it on the table, so you can hear us through that, and just talk like a normal.
Easy.
And then just speak
put it
into the microphone from about 3 to 4 inches away from the microphone.
All right, you're
the way you're doing it's fine also.
Okay, there we go. Do it like that. There you go. Let's see how that works.
Is there somebody?
Tell him we can hear him fine.
All right, it says they can hear you fine.
Oh my God! Like on the telephone?
Oh shit! What the fuck just happened?
Oh no!
Oh my! I think my phone just switched to speaker. I don't want my phone on speaker.
Yeah, welcome to my personal hell, Chad Shank.
Yeah, what the fuck? You're infecting me over this fucking
No, it's not. Line. I've been dead. Chadchenk, I told you I was killing myself in Alaska. That's when AI took over. I couldn't have flown. I was too high to get through airport security. Didn't you ever
Wait.
once question how somebody that
wait,
cooked up
Is
that
just
fucking
a
list
second, Andy.
No, because
So-
I was too. Remember?
detected? It's because I'm a robot, man.
It actually makes sense because your stand-up comedy has gotten way better since then, and I feel like only
It
a
all-
robotic Andy could pull it together enough to make it that good.
He was never capable of this shit.
I don't think this is working.
Call
Yeah.
cuts off.
Seems-
And the call cuts out.
Yeah.
All right,
I
let's
think
uh,
it's 'cause they're trying to
look. Let's just call it. I think we've accomplished a lot here.
Oh.
I'm almost out of Bloody Mary.
I'm gonna continue drinking Bloody Marys and
Me
play
too.
video games and pretend
and-
I'm still working.
Yeah. So thanks. We'll do this. We'll do all of this again next week with Andy. And I feel like it's one step forward, two steps back. And we'll see you next week.